Chat, it's hacker replay time. So in the 5 days since the season came out, we've had about 100 different submissions for hacker replay. Meaning in 5 days, or over those 5 days, we got about 20 submissions a day for cheaters. Now, obviously, we can't assume that all 100 of those are cheating. But if someone's going to submit a match for someone in the first week, they're probably likely to be cheating. Which, that is a lot. I remember, I think, last season, in the first week that we did hacker replay, I struggled to find enough matches to make a video on. This week, like, I only chose matches from basically one day. These were all on the 8th and then one on the 7th, which was basically the 8th because it was 4 minutes before midnight. A lot of cheaters already in the new season. Cheaters have been in full force. I luckily haven't played too much ranked, so I haven't been facing them too much, but they are everywhere. And in this match, we have Primo101, who is accusing his own teammate, Brody Siege, of cheating. If I had to guess, I feel like a lot of these matches today will be obvious. Because, like I said, if you're going to accuse someone of cheating, it's probably going to be someone obvious. A console player had a cheater who bought an account and killed himself every round to lower his KD. This was ranked 2. I think that is one of the matches that we have later. Someone trying to hide their stats. Does he do the classic spin? He's already doing it. Bro, he's looking at... Okay. Oh, so he knows that that person... Oh, okay, he's not even... I thought he was trying to be at least a little subtle. He's not being subtle at all. So, he's obviously cheating. Bro, you could literally just spray here, and no one would accuse you of cheating if you just sprayed low. But he's making it too obvious with... What? Like... I know he's a cheater, so he's not the smartest, but like, you could easily have made gone both those kills and not made it look suspicious. Just like start spraying through the door. But I don't think he's that good, given that he's like struggling to try to hide it. This is what happens when, well, most cheaters are bad, but this is what happens when a really bad person starts cheating. This is rough. Oh my god. Okay. You know what? If he's gonna aim like that with walls, maybe we let him keep the cheats. Like, he can't be doing that much damage if he sucks that badly. Brody_Siege. What a very Chad name. Oh, yeah. So he went from a 0.7 to a 2.3 KD in these 2 seasons. What's funny is that it looks like he's still fairly stuck in bronze. He's not earning that much elo, so he's losing 20, gaining 38. So he'll probably teeter off at around bronze 2, bronze 1. But obviously with cheats, he's gonna just keep climbing. The unfortunate part is that at this level, bad players might not report him because they're just gonna be like, oh, you know, he's better than me. And they won't know that he's cheating. Alright, in this next match, we have the Chalet one. This is submitted by Silencio from chat, who, I don't know what his name is in-game, but it's probably this team. Oh no, I thought it was Toe Tickler. I think it's Mr. Perfect.38, or Mr. Perfect 388. And he is accusing Cobra.eu. The text file he included with this, I'll explain once we see. I'm sure it's going to be pretty obvious that he's cheating. So the colors are all messed up. There we go. He has a diamond charm, and this is standard, so... Oh. He has a drone on him. It is weird that he checking drones so close and a zombie's not hearing him at all. Or hearing him walk up, even. Ooh. Didn't feel like diamond aim, but that gun is also not, it's not terrible, but it's just a little unruly. Is Silencer running your charm? We'll check after this. Okay, he flicks on him. He's running the priest charm. Alright, alright. I mean, if he had to run someone's charm, it might as well be my unemployed friend's charm. Bro, you are Nook. Stop shooting the cameras. I did see in Pro League that, because obviously it's very different how pros play, they would actually sit still next to a camera until the person hopped off of it, and then they'd keep moving, because obviously at the pro level they are going to hear someone walking even if there's no one on the camera, so they'll call out like, oh, there's a Nook over here. I guess that is a high level play to do, is to shoot the camera, but if I'm playing standard, I'm just gonna leave the camera and walk past it. I'm calling it, he's not hacking. So the file, I said I was gonna wait till later to explain it, but I'll just explain it now. Oh, what the hell? This is weird ass perspective. He was accused of cheating because they said that, did he just, wait, what? He used 3 concussions? I swear he used 2 concussions in a row. Oh no, he did 1 impact, 1, wait, what? Okay, so that was an impact right away. Oh, but it got ADS. Okay, that makes more, okay. Yeah, in the file submission, he said that he accused him of cheating because he said that this guy would only play like 1 or like a few matches each season, and then that's weird, instead of just like playing a bunch of matches if he's a diamond especially. So he said that he's specifically not playing many matches so that he doesn't get banned, to hide his stats from like getting too high, I guess. So far I don't necessarily agree, but we'll keep watching. Is there Canal gameplay? I sent it last Sunday. If you sent it last Sunday, it means that it was from the previous season. Matches don't work from season to season. I can't watch a match from last season. As soon as the new season starts, every match that was submitted before the new season is completely null and void. I delete all of them from my Dropbox. So, no way for me to watch those. They used to make it where every single time there was a small update, the replay wouldn't work anymore. But now it'll work as long as it's part of the same season that you're currently in. No, I don't feel like he's cheating. Which is surprising because, as much as I hate to credit Silencio with anything, he's actually an okay player. Not great, but he's okay. I feel like it should be obvious to him if someone is cheating. But this guy does not look like he's cheating at all. He's like barely doing anything. They've already killed half the team in 20 seconds. I keep seeing so many people post about the TDM meta with Siege, like stuff like this where everyone dies within 20 seconds. But honestly, as someone who survived the utility meta and the 20-second meta, this is so much better. His aim there was like a little, you know, super accurate, but like he had a ping. It's just like the ping's on the ground and he was aiming perfectly at the guy's head, and then when Goyo unpeaked and was about to re-peak, Ash aimed directly where his head was about to be, but it's like he's a diamond player apparently according to the charm, so it's not the hardest thing in the world to be like, if he's gonna re-peak, I'm gonna aim at head level. Like, that's pretty standard. Utility meta was peak? No, it wasn't. It was fucking ass. You literally just couldn't push site at all unless you were part of a 5-stack who would coordinate everything. Which I know some people are like, oh, but that's how Siege is meant to be played. Almost nobody plays in a 5-stack. That shit sucks. Yeah, utility meta was when basically a lot of gadgets were bulletproof that are now not as bulletproof or like are more destructible. For example, Melusi Banshees. They used to be completely bulletproof and the only way to break them was explosives or to punch them when you walked up to them. So they changed it, obviously, so that you can now just shoot them once they're activated. But before, you'd have to try to push into the site when there would be a bunch of Melusis and you had no way to destroy them. And this was before Flores as well. That shit sucked. You saw the head cross by. The only thing that I'll say that I've seen so far that, like, I wouldn't even say is proof, it just looks a little weird, is that half the time it doesn't even look like he's shooting them, but he gets the kill anyways. But that could just be lag. That could be EU servers being shit, I don't know. Why the fuck is a 50-kilogram woman a 1 speed? It's almost as if the game is not incredibly realistic and their operator weights and heights don't actually affect gameplay. That would be so ass if they did. I prefer them using this stuff as like a, what's it called, a balancing metric as opposed to a reality metric. Is he just gonna... I think that's med. Classic med. Not landing his shots. Or even shooting at all. I'm trying to spoil it, but I don't think he has time because of the Raura doors. Oh. He does not have time. What I have seen so far is there's a lot of intel on the side of the accused team. They have constantly been pinging people and then Cobra just swings and kills them. So they constantly have intel everywhere. And when he swings and kills them, it doesn't look like he, you know, is always staring at them. It just looks like he's like, yep, I have a ping, I'm gonna swing the ping. Chai keeps talking about how utility meta is better. I can tell most of you didn't actually play utility meta, or if you did, you didn't like... I don't know, maybe you weren't playing at the high level. Majority of rounds would end in like a 4v4 or like 5v5 and no one would die. You just spend 3 minutes trying to come up with a plan on how to attack site. You'd finally push, break stuff, and then like it would stall out because you didn't have enough time. Or what was worse is that you would lose one attacker and then suddenly you were guaranteed to lose the round because that one attacker had what you needed to break 2 pieces of utility, and without them, that 2 pieces of utility is going to completely prevent you from pushing. Like, you guys are probably thinking of, like, the times when it's just like, oh yeah, you know, you had to breach walls. That's not utility meta. Utility meta was everything was bulletproof, and attackers needed every single thing they could to break it, and if you didn't bring it, you just lost the round guaranteed. And defense had, like, a, I think it was like a 70% win rate, or 60% win rate. It was really high. That was a nice shot. It didn't look that suspicious. I was curious how the Raura doors would appear on replay. They actually seem to work properly, for the most part. Oh, I say that and then it completely blocks the entire door. I'm still not seeing anything that would make me suspicious of him. I guess the only thing you could say is, like, he is going fucking nuclear. He is 13-2 in the 5th round. If he gets another kill here, he would almost average 3 kills a round, which is really high. But, like, he looks like he's just running at them and gunning them down. Also, I'm trying to stand with, like, better posture, but kind of hurts. I watch my videos back when I'm editing them, and it looks worse than it is. In the videos, I look like I'm, like, fucking hunched over. I'm like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. But I'm like, I should work on my posture more. What I want to know is how the fuck does Buck not see him? Oh. Honestly, good call by, I think that's the Thermite, to just run once he realized that his team, I think, has sight. Bro, he panicked and shot at his teammate, which causes his teammate to panic and shoot at him. Like, ah, shit. And then he's like, ah, shit. That was great. 10 out of 10. I don't understand how people love rush meta. Like, if you're gonna play just for kills, just play COD. I mean, what I prefer about the rush meta is that in the rush meta, which is, it's a dumb thing to call it, it's still not like the only viable option. You can play utility. It's just that if people don't play utility, it's very easy to walk in and kill people, which I think is fine. The issue with, like, utility meta was that the utility people were also the best people, so then, like, you literally just couldn't walk in and kill people. Like, it doesn't matter if the entire defending team was distracted and not doing anything, you couldn't walk in and kill anyone because there was so much utility in your way. So, I don't know. I prefer this because I just feel like it is better. You can take advantage of situations and capitalize. Versus in the other way around on utility meta, you literally just can't do anything. Just boring. Thanks for sub Osama012. We'll look at his stats after, but I am fairly confident this guy is not cheating. My guess, because Silencio said that he accused him because he had so few matches played, they're probably just like, how is this guy this good if he only plays like 5 matches a season? Which, I mean, that's a fair question to ask, because at the end of the day, people who play games like this should be playing more to, like, you know, maintain their skills, but some people are just good. I think this guy is just good. We're about to see everyone die in like 10 seconds. Oh, they're trying to do our Raura play. This is literally what Evan showed me. I do think I need to make like some strats on this, is to like have Raura on this window, hit this door, and then as it's going down to have an attacker swing. Because I do think that as soon as the door is going down, people just look away from it. That looked normal. That also looked normal. He has a knack for just like, he shoots and then he immediately unleans to try to hide as much of his body as possible. That was a good flick. I think he just shit on them. He was Diamond back in Commanding Force, and now he barely plays the game at all. He plays like 4 matches a season. So this is what Silencio was accusing, saying like he barely plays the game, but he still shits on us, I guess, type of thing. But maybe he just plays a lot of Standard now. No, not even. He barely plays Siege at all. He plays like a total of 10 to 20 games a season, and then that's it. So like, he probably shouldn't be as good as he is for how little he plays, but there was literally nothing suspicious about that match that I could find. Next match is on on Theme Park, I think. In this match, we have V Soul Motion, who's accusing Throat Goat Blizz, who is also queued with Throat Goat 21 and Throat Goat 1352, apparently boosting them to get to level 50. All three of them are AFK. So apparently this guy is very blatantly cheating. I can't tell if he would have heard Thermite and that's why he flicked and shot, but that also half looked like he just flicked at him trying to flick through the machine. Because he aims at like his only slightly visible part instantly. But he also looks like he's just kind of walking around otherwise, so. Didn't look like he was like going to people because he saw them through the wall or anything. Okay, so he's pushing this perfectly fine. He's holding the door, but then as soon as he's about to peek, like, why would you aim so far in unless you know you're about to hit them? But then he flicks back anyways. Because like if you push a door like that, you hold the door frame. That way you see them as soon as possible. But instead he aimed at the wall. Yeah, today was daylight savings time. Garbage ass daylight savings time. The only thing I'll give him slight credit for is it does look like half the time when he gets into a gunfight, he flicks his aim. Like he's aiming at something else and then flicks over to them. He did a quick check to see if someone was below. I mean, like, he has been, like, looking around, but you know, I wouldn't say it was, like... It doesn't look like it's in a typical cheater way, although how did he know he was on the roof? He wasn't even, like, paying attention, and... You wouldn't know. I guess this guy could have called out saying he's on the roof. But he's like flicking around. Maybe he would have heard it. I feel like he's playing too casually for how many kills he's easily getting like that. But also the enemy team looked lost. Like, they don't look like they're paying too much attention. And then they team kill Echo for some reason. Which makes me more suspicious that they are cheating, because, like, if they're just being a toxic stack, they're probably cheating. It's important to remember this is also standard. The accusation is that he is boosting his two friends to get to level 50 so they can cheat in ranked. But, like, here, he's, like, moving around and, like, checking most things. It's not like he's walking... Like, I feel like if he's walling for sure, you just walk past drug, you know it's safe. You don't have to aim down sight and check it. You can just walk around. And then there, he only peeks once the thermite crosses. Or sorry, fuse. I do feel like his timing there might have been too perfect. He also has not used any of his utility. He has all three Prismas, and he had both proxies in his pocket. So he does that. Like, he does a swing and then flick back. Why would you? What? Okay, I don't know. It's weird what they're doing. They're trolling each other as well. Maybe they're just a friend group having fun. I don't know. He does get a couple kills again. His friends are trolling each other. Yeah, using smoke, or playing smoke and then not using utility was weird from last round, especially when they have been like, I don't know. I was gonna say using utility, but he hasn't been. He was alibi with everything in his pockets. Maybe he's just trying to run around and get kills. It is standard as well. Like if he is playing with friends that are like newer to the game, he could just be like, "We'll just play standard and I'll like shit on people." It's also like, I don't know. Standard matchmaking is pretty wonky as soon as you start introducing different ranks. Like, whenever I play with like Majin and Kit, our lobbies get so much insanely easier. And not like Majin and Kit are, you know, significantly worse or anything, but just like, I guess having slightly lower ranked friends just makes matchmaking easier for you. I don't know. Someone's getting pinged. Oh. Doesn't he have a Gone 6 secondary? Or does Yana... Did Yana lose that? He didn't even hit him there. Excuse me? Look at how much he misses by, and he gets a headshot. He hits here while Cass is over here, and that's a headshot. Ow. Then he pre-fires and kills Mira. Oh, he did have a Gone 6. Why would he not use this to destroy the camera? I don't know. I kind of get the accusation, like, he's just walking through them like it's nothing. But he also is playing dumb, like he's trying to get rid of the bulletproof camera and he has a Gone 6 the entire time, doesn't use it, walks in, kills everyone. Bro, he has an Ash charge again. He could just destroy this camera, but he's not using his utility. I feel like if you're... There we go, he's finally using it. I feel like if you're clearly like a good player like this guy's supposedly supposed to be, you don't struggle that much to clear basic utility as someone who has utility clear. And like anytime someone swings him like that, he always pre-fires and he's ready. He doesn't understand basic utility, but he is 11-2. Like, am I crazy for thinking what I'm thinking? That I'm like, how is he doing this well with terrible utility knowledge? Like, again, it is standard. Maybe he's just having fun and he doesn't care, but I feel like... I don't know, it's just the whole bulletproof camera situation. Like, if you care enough that you're trying to get rid of the camera, that you try to shoot it from the side, but you have 2 pieces of utility that can get rid of it, and each time you're like, oh, I keep forgetting about it, like... It's not like you're just fucking around and just... lollygagging. Like, he's actually clearly trying to get rid of utility, but he just keeps forgetting that he has utility. How is that weird? What, to forget to use utility when you're fragging out of your mind? It's like, you should be able to use it. Like, if you're this good of a player, it shouldn't be hard to use utility. Especially when you're actively trying to clear utility. Where did Pulse even see 4 from? Oh, through this hole. Interesting. I feel like I'll say the age-old classic from Evan. Just a little weird. This doesn't feel like a real match, but I can't say that I've seen him cheating. Okay, I think he's walling off that. Let me explain. You guys can tell me if I'm crazy or not. So, he goes to leave sight. And historically throughout this match, he has been like aiming down sight and checking everything. But yet here, he like does like 2 quick peeks. He like barely looks and is just walking around. Here, he just checks down the hall, but before he even rounds the corner, he already determines that it's clear. And I know it's only 20 seconds into the round, so it's very unlikely that someone is there. But then when he pushes into bathroom, this is when he starts to aim down sight. And from what I can see, yeah, Blackbeard hasn't made a noise. He hasn't broken the window, so he has no reason to be suspicious that he's here. And then as soon as you can see the drone from Blackbeard is driving around, and as the drone gets closer to the drone hole, then Alibi decides to try to tuck into the corner to hide from it because the drone hole is right there. That will see her. So I think he has walls. And I think he's positioning based off of what he sees. I could be overanalyzing that, but like, I don't know. That whole situation right there, it could have either been perfect timing, or I think he might be walling. No, the guy didn't punch the window at all. There was zero reason for him to be suspicious that someone was about to push that, other than he would have maybe walls, or he could have just been like, I feel like someone's gonna push this for some reason. The thing is, though, he doesn't do anything this round. He doesn't, like, get a kill. But I feel like just how he played that, he might get a kill here. I feel like just how he played that beginning, I feel like he has to have walls. Doesn't get a kill. Unless, like, it's possible. That could have just been perfect timing. But Blackbeard didn't punch the window at all, which, if I'm not mistaken, means that he wouldn't be able to hear Blackbeard get on cams through a barricade from, like, Blackbeard was here, Alibi was here. I don't think he'd be able to hear Blackbeard get on cams. So there's no reason for him to be like, oh shit, a drone's coming in. It's probably going to come in through this drone hole and hide. But I could be wrong. Maybe he could hear it from that far away. He did get banned for cheating. He was walling. I was right. I thought I was maybe going crazy with what I noticed. Because up the entire match, I had almost like no suspicions. Only a few small things. And then that one round, I was like, that, even though he did nothing, that sealed it for me that I felt like he was cheating. And he was. Alright, next match. It is Outback. It is U.M80 who's accusing Nozzle13. It's pre-fired at the Legion. But you can't really pre-fire with the DMR. Why are you looking away? You literally just saw him go into the corner and then he looks to the left. Okay, so he went from, I can't remember who it was, but DMR to now the F2. Historically, I think the worst gun to control. Actually, you know what? No, Raura's pistol is probably worse than the F2 now. And his entire team is dead. Do we read into this here where he just tried to fire at the Kaid and then moved with him the entire time? Or do we just have to assume that that was just coincidence? I feel like he might be cheating. But he's also just like walking around pre-firing now and he's not really pushing anyone in particular. That could have been a very rare incident of him perfectly lining someone up through the wall, but he was not cheating. You know what we say? We need, what's it called? Consistency. We need repetition. One small instance does not make a cheater. how he just dropped from the top to the bottom, so he would have heard that drop. Staring at him. Flick over. Those are the only 2 kills he gets. That was normal. Maybe he's not cheating. Maybe it was coincidence. He looked at them with his drone. I know what you mean, like he went into there and then looked at the door to left, but I mean the person was flanking through reception as he pushed in and he just looked away from them. But I feel like if he was looking at them through the wall, he would have just held that door and killed the person flanking him, but instead he just didn't do shit. And apparently Spoit.m8014 is completely deaf. Completely missed the Azami in the boxes. Oh, there's an Azami barrier there, but we just can't see it. Oh. I feel like some of the things he's doing are a little weird, but they're not like, I don't know, obvious. So you get all 5 kills in like 30 seconds here. He saw them on the quick peek and then... Oh my god. How did that not kill any of them? Meanwhile, I throw C4 on the other side of a pillar and it wraps around the entire pillar and kills me. I really want to know how he just walked past, Flores didn't react. He quick peeks, Flores didn't react. He kills Flores, Flores didn't react. What the fuck? Looks like he's better. I don't see walling. I don't see pushing because he knows where they are. I don't see any type of aim cheat. It looked like he just mollywopped them. He's holding this for quite a while, even though no one is pushing there. Around, I'd say, 240, you should give it up, because that means no one's there, but he's still holding it in case someone comes that way. Which I feel like means no walls. He's a little crazy for sprinting just through all this. How did Zero Nai hear him sprinting behind him that entire time? The only weird part from Aruni here is that they just sprint the entire time, and then they only slow down once they get close to Zero, which they should have no idea that Zero is right here, because Zero could have gone to kitchen, could have gone like through, oh yeah, through kitchen, like up through Shark, could have gone that way. Like, he has no way of knowing for sure Zero's here until he sees his backpack as he rounds the corner, but that's the only time he slows down is before he even sees Zero, and then somehow Zero doesn't hear him at all. So, like, bad from Zero, but also how the fuck did they just happen to know right when they were about to see them? Unless it was pure coincidence. Could have been coincidence. Also looks like Nozzle clutches up here and kills all 3 of them. Damn, okay. They did play that really badly. This is ranked as well. Like, he does not look like he belongs in this rank. He's 13-2. The rest of his team has a collective 7 kills. He makes up 66% of his team's kills. The runs are also ending really quickly. Like, we're at 2:10 and the run's about to end. Actually, well, he did down the buck. I don't know. The enemy team does seem really bad. Okay, he's holding this one ramp again. This is now the 3rd round in a row he's done this. He will not call it quits. And then he lands one shot, whiffs everything else. I don't think he's cheating. Should be saying that. You're not wrong, but it's also like, man, remember in round 2, he like perfectly tracked the kite through the wall shooting at him, but like we said it could have been coincidence. And then in that last round with the 0, he perfectly followed him and only aimed down sight once he was about to see him. So it's like, are those coincidences or are they like small mistakes that he makes? And like there, he sprints all the way over and then aims down sight the stairs ready for the buck. It's like, I feel like there's the possibility of just being good and being aware and ready. And then there's like, how are you this aware and ready? Especially when the rest of the lobby looks like ass. Like, matchmaking's not normally that bad where they're going to put someone who's clearly significantly better against a bunch of people who look like they're lost, but I mean, it could happen. Thanks for the 8 months Y unit. Also bye, Josh. If you watch Pro League, you see their crosshairs pointed at the enemy at all times. Brother, this is not Pro League. Like, he's always ready. There you could give more credit to the fact that like he probably knew where they were based off sound and callouts, but like he's what, 16? He's 18-3. 18-3 with a 4-2-1-1 on his team. They have a total of 26 kills. He has 18 of them. And then he gets team killed. I can't tell if by accident or on purpose that they thought he was cheating. He also, like, I know it's been a while since we've been on attack. He doesn't really drone, like, at all. And they're, like, I think he would be able to hear the Mira, which is why he shot like that. I think he crossed. Also, I don't know how he killed the Azami there. He, like, hip-fire headshotted her while aiming down sight. And then Ace goes for the kill, and they cross between each other. I don't know. So, he was previously an Emerald with a barely positive and then barely negative KD. And now he's sitting in Bronze with a 2.13. But is he hard-stuck Bronze? No, he should be in, like, Emerald. But that lobby didn't feel Emerald. And it looks like it's like one of the only times he's... Actually, no, that entire day, or not entire day. He went 14-4 and then 20-4. 10-6, 10-1. Like, he was going crazy in these matches. And, like, the enemy team... Some of them are already gaining or losing 20 in silver. So he's... And, oh, he's playing with 3 teammates who are all silver. Or 4. They're gaining 30. So is he just boosting himself? Is he playing against really bad lobbies? Again, we never found any like crazy evidence of him cheating blatantly, where he's like running around just headshotting everyone, but if he's in a lobby as an emerald with a bunch of bronzes and going nuclear, I think he's just boosting them up. Easy way to check. What were his other matches like? Yeah, he was with the exact same lobby. Same lobby for the most part. Same lobby for the most part. You could always argue that he is just having fun and playing with friends, and his friends happen to be worse. But I don't know about that. I will say, there was no direct evidence of blatant walling or aimbotting or anything like that. So it's possible he's just better in playing with low-ranked players, but it feels like he's boosting them. What's crazy is that the whole point of Phantom Player and like all the rank changes is that that's not supposed to happen. He's an emerald queuing with bronzes, so he should be going up against harder lobbies like, let's say, gold or plat, but instead he's still going against bronzes. So Phantom Player really didn't do anything, unfortunately, at least from what we saw there. Next match, so 2 more to go. I assume these ones might be a bit more obvious. In this match, we have Lytros DXD, who's accusing M80.Diddy, who is disconnected in the first round, and I assume comes back in the next round. Oh, he's droning, or he was until the drone got destroyed. He's checking spawns, or spawn peaks. I think he has a diamond charm. He's cheating. That much is obvious. He's 100% cheating. Oh, the bug is still a thing. Yeah, he's just literally just staring at them through the floor. And, yeah. So he is obviously cheating. That will be probably one of the shortest matches we've watched in a while. Let's see his stats. He is in the top 0.2% of ranked right now with almost 2 KD. He was previously hard stuck gold. From the looks of it, okay, his history, though, is kind of funny. So he was clearly boosted to diamond because he had a 0.5 KD. And he got boosted to platinum with a 0.6 KD. And then it looks like he started playing by himself because he got normal 1-ish KDs and he was stuck in silver and then gold. And then he said, fuck this, I don't deserve these ranks. Probably because he reached diamond before. He's like, I deserve diamond. So he started cheating and now he's in diamond with a 1.8 KD. He's already played... How many matches is that this season? If he's already in diamond... and getting past his hard stuck elo. Where does it show? He's already played 90 matches, or 88 to be exact. He has played 18 ranked matches a day since the new season came out. And like this ranked match went to 8 rounds. 88 matches at an average of 25 minutes per match. That's not including queue times. It's 2,200 minutes divided by 60. That's 36 hours. He has put in almost full-time hours into cheating in 5 days. Like a normal work week is 5 days at 40 hours. He has put in full-time hours just to cheat in a new season. That is the most unemployed behavior I have ever seen. That is sad. Last match of the day. Probably will also be obvious. In this match, we have Waffles, who's accusing 2 people. Yummy, ... and then YSYM3IK. I have been doing this for over an hour, so I'm kind of getting a little tired of standing and want to sit down, which is why we're going to skip ahead as much as possible. So far, it looks like he could be walling, but this also could just be based off sound. He can hear them walking around up there. But then he like was very ready for that nomad to Okay, we can't see their outlines because of the bomb. That was rough aim. I know a zombie gets the kill here. Diamond charm though. Oh, that didn't look like Diamond Aim. He's running Angled Grip, by the way, which is borderline useless for modern Siege, but he's running it. I think the Yummy guy is cheating. I don't know about the YS guy. It looks like they don't do much early game though, so they might full toggle on just to stay in the match. What are you doing? That's a diamond player, by the way, just running in front of the breach that's being opened in front of him. Does angled grip only change walking speed? Angled grip only changes your aim, or what's it called, your reload speed now. So that's why angled grip is completely useless. That's why when we see people running angled grip, it usually means they're cheating, because they don't care about recoil, they don't care about movement, they just want to be able to reload faster because they want to get kills faster when they're cheating. Okay, I'm already seeing Yummy looking like they are moving better and reacting faster than what they were before. Okay. They weren't playing like this before. Okay, he doesn't actually get any more kills here. Vigil does. Didn't look like a headshot to me, but might have just random sprayed at the end and gotten it. I find it weird that he wasn't at least a little bit concerned that Twitch could have possibly been at the bottom of the stairs or in the lobby, because he hadn't shot in a while, but he was just maybe a little confident, I don't know. I do think that they toggled, but not too much proof just yet. But I think we're about to see a lot of proof. This guy gets an ace here as Amuro. A little ready for that, but not like cracking him. He hears the vigil. Was that a coincidental lineup right there, or was he tracking him? I don't know. Could have been coincidence. Because he was aiming to move at the moving to aim at the stairs as Legion was swinging. Still hasn't shot the camera from what I can tell. How the fuck did Jaeger not kill him? And then he pre-fired the Legion there, but didn't hit him. Legion's now running to main lobby. No one's watching drones, but yet he knows that he went there. Obviously, she could assume that Legion would rotate since Legion was no longer on cool vibes, but it's not like they really knew that Legion was on or off cool vibes. They could have repeaked after. Played that with a bit of knowledge that I feel like was maybe not intuitively there. And he gets another 3k here, but ultimately ends up losing the round. I could be wrong, but how would he know that they're there? Because I didn't see any shots yet, but he aims at the window before seeing anyone. He's already looking at the window. And Ash is the one who actually shoots first, but like he's already aiming at the window before Ash shots go off, and he's ready. Even though from what I saw, there was no drone watching that window. So there would be no real reason for them to know that he is spawn peeking that. At least to that level. That's just Castle being dumb and putting that down late. Then he dies. Yummy doesn't get any kills, so we can... Oh, wait, what? I was about to say we can skip to the next round, but... He did aim perfectly at his head through the wall. Twice. But then dies. I feel like they're cheating. I feel like they're using walls as much as they can without it being blatantly obvious, but I think it... As someone who has watched too many matches, I do feel like it is obvious enough. We'll watch for more proof. So he aimed at the door, saw that no one was there, looks down, but then you can see Mute running to that door. He's already aiming at him. His dot is aimed right at him. And then he knows Mute's about to go for the run out, so then he goes back and holds it. And after Mute breaks the door, Ace's aim, literally like within a frame, flicks to his head and tracks it perfectly. He is cheating. 100% he is cheating. And then Amaru just sprints over here knowing that Cav is over here, even though I'm pretty sure they didn't drone any of that. No, they have no intel, no knowledge, but even though every other round Amaru had always gone to the left, this one round breaks the right side, sprints right towards Cav. I feel like I'm pretty confident saying that Yummy is 100% cheating, that we don't have to watch him anymore. Actually, you know, we'll watch the next kill. Just for extra proof in case we need it. That wasn't a crazy kill on its own. But it would make sense if they toggled here because they are about to lose. It's 3-2. We'll just skip to the last round because I'm pretty sure that's enough proof. They're the only two with kills on their team as well. Not droning anything, just running right in. Amr is already up here looking at the cap can, ready for the cap can, but then runs past him. That's weird. Dies. I'm not saying it would be impossible to hear that, because obviously he's right next to him, but it would be hard to hear that given that the Think-A-Boost is going off and the explosion had just rung, or made your ears go ringing like tinnitus. As soon as Mozzie goes away from that stair, or it was either Mozzie or Legion, as soon as he walks away from that staircase, the Ace stops aiming at it. I think his account's probably already going to be banned, though, based off what I've seen. You just aim at each of them through the wall. He looks at him, aims at him, aims at him. He's... He has to have like some level of aimbot because it also keeps pulling his aim to the person. Yeah, like so look, as soon as he is about to shoot someone, look at how his aim gets pulled to them. So he's aiming at the hole and then it gets pulled to their head and then tracks them perfectly. Interesting cheats that I guess can calculate when he's about to be able to kill someone and then it aims at his head for him. I've never seen it pull that much. Like I've seen, you know, aimbot, soft aim, all that stuff before, but this one like literally he's aiming somewhere and then it just pulls it to the person's head. It must be either expensive cheats or homebrew cheats because I feel like that type of stuff should have been flagged by now. Line gets the last kill. But yeah, 100% cheating. Without a doubt. Not banned, but has a 2.6 KD. Was diamond with a positive KD, then copper. Copper barely played, back with a 2.6. YSim3IK. Previously diamond. I mean, he might not be cheating. Does he play with the Yummy guy a lot? He plays with him a decent amount. Probably an accomplice, or maybe getting boosted. Didn't see him, you know, soft aiming as much, but Yummy 100% has soft aim or cheats, or aimbot. That was, honestly, I thought it was going to be all very obvious matches. That was a lot less obvious than I thought it would be. But still a lot of accusations for only a week into the season. And a lot of cheaters for only a week into the season. I feel like normally the first week should be the safest. We should have like no cheaters at all. Doesn't feel like that this season.